Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that productivity feels harder than it used to? Not because you don't care, not because you're lazy, not because you forgot how to work, but because pushing through no longer works the way it once did. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because this video may explain exactly what's happening and what actually works now. Most productivity advice online is designed for people in their 20s and 30s. Wake up at 5 a.m., stack more habits. Push harder. Optimize every minute. That can work for a while. But if you're over 40, especially if you work remotely, your brain works differently than it did before. And no one really talks about that. Instead, people blame themselves. I must be losing my edge. I used to be sharper than this. Why does everything feel heavier now? Here's the truth. You're not broken. You're overloaded. As we get older, cognitive load hits harder. You're juggling more responsibilities, more context switching, more background stress, more decisions. Remote work amplifies this because there's no natural reset, no commute, no physical transition, no clear off switch. So your brain stays open loop all day. That creates mental fog, decision fatigue, procrastination, the feeling of being busy but not effective. The mistake most people make is trying to add more systems on top of this. More apps, more planners, more pressure. But what you actually need is subtraction. This is something I had to learn the hard way. I tried every productivity system out there. Some worked briefly. Most didn't last. What finally changed things wasn't doing more. It was learning how to reset my brain before asking it to perform again. Not a full day off. Not a vacation. Not a massive overhaul. A short, intentional reset. Something simple, repeatable, low effort. That's when focus came back. Momentum returned. Work felt lighter again. Here's the shift. Productivity isn't about how hard you push. It's about how often you reset. Think of your brain like a browser with too many tabs open. You don't need a new browser. You need to close tabs. That's why short resets work better than long planning sessions. They reduce mental noise, restore clarity, create quick wins, rebuild trust with yourself. Even 10 to 15 minutes can completely change how the rest of your day feels. This is why I put together a simple 15-minute productivity reset checklist. Not theory, not motivation, just a clear sequence you can run whenever you feel stuck. Especially useful if you work remotely, you're over 40, you feel productive one moment and foggy the next. It's free, and it's designed to work even on days when energy is low. You'll find the link in the description and the pinned comment. If productivity has started to feel heavier lately, don't fight it. Adapt to how your brain works now. Sometimes the smartest move isn't pushing forward, it's resetting first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.